No matter if you are working full-time, studying, or a stay-at-home parent, life is busy. There's no way around it. But despite being a full-time PhD student for the past 2 years, I have managed to 20x my audience. Okay, so I'm actually late for work as we speak, so why don't you come along? I'm a married man, right? So my focus is not just solely on my job and content creation. I also have to spend time with my wife, walk the dog, do the groceries, and all that sort of stuff. When I started streaming, and the same will count for you, it is not a problem because you're all taking it as a hobby. But as things developed, for me at least, everything became a little more serious. We had to have a talk because I was struggling. And I think if I hadn't talked to her about this, I would still be streaming for 4 viewers today. And I think you're gonna have the same problem. So let me explain. This is a jug, and inside the jug is all the time and energy you have during a day. Currently, you spend it on your day job, studies, family, friends, and your hobbies, plus that little bit of time you have for yourself. And now there is this whole new cup to fill, Twitch. And if you don't fill it high enough, you will not grow. So you need to take time and energy from other places so that you can do this right. No matter if it's your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mother and father, or even a best friend, talking to your support structure and making sure that they can support you where necessary is a huge way to skyrocket your chances for success. They can help you focus and make sure that you are focusing your energy in the right places. Meaning that if you need to take that little bit of energy out of the family cup to put it in the Twitch cup, you can. Hell, they might even give you some of their time and energy to help you. Once you have your support structure on board and your Twitch cup is full of energy and time, that is when you will see your channel grow. That is, if you spend your energy and time in the right place doing the right things. All right, it's work time. I'll see you guys at lunch. Life ain't that bad when this is your view for lunch, is it? See, it doesn't matter if you have a 9-to-5 job or if you are working in shifts. You need to find a moment in the day where you can make time to work on your Twitch channel and do that every single day. If your working schedules are regular and you can say it is a specific time, such as 7 p.m. every day, then do that. But if you don't have regular days, then link it to something you do regularly, something you do every single day, such as after your workout, you will work on content. My general rule for content is to spend 30 minutes every single day on your content, plus a 4-hour block somewhere in the week. This could be a Saturday or Sunday morning, are great choices, even if you have kids. But you might think that 30 minutes is not enough. You ask yourself, what can I do in 30 minutes? Well, I think Matthew Dix, a best-selling author, said it best. He was sitting in a McDonald's with an aspiring author who asked him, "I can't seem to find time to write my book in my busy life. How do you do it as a full-time teacher, husband and dad?" Matthew shrugged lightly and pointed out, "Today, you were 7 minutes late." The woman tried to interrupt to apologize, but he wouldn't have it. Matthew held up his hand and said, No, you don't need to apologize. That's not what I meant. Today, you were 7 minutes late. In that time, I managed to write 9 sentences on my new novel. If I do that every time I wait, then eventually I will have written my novel. So what can you do in 30 minutes? Quite a lot, really. You can draft a few tweets, you can reply to a few Reddit posts, return to somebody with a reply to an email or a request for collaboration. Even better, you could brainstorm a few video ideas. The list goes on and on. In fact, in 30 minutes, you could probably do all of the above. Or you could sit down, plan the next month of streams. What are you going to do? How is your content going to be? What story are you going to tell? All these things can be done in less than 30 minutes a day. And then the key feature that you need to do is to write that down. Make sure that you write down everything. I carry a notebook with me wherever I go. It is terrible when you are just thinking of things and you forget to write them down, and a few hours later you get back to it, and guess what? You've forgotten what you had thought about. That's why you need to write these things down every single time. That's why I carry a notebook with me at all times, just so I know I can be fully productive. But to be able to do that, you need to know what you're doing, what needs doing, and where your priorities have to be. You don't want to spend your half an hour thinking about what you want to do or doing the wrong thing. So if you haven't yet, it's time to start a to-do list. How to best make use of your to-do list is something we'll come back to later, but your priorities have to be absolutely clear. Oh, tree. It may sound a bit stupid, but I find that streamers and even myself often need reminding of this. Content creators create content. If you're not creating content, you're not a content creator. So on my Saturday morning, I do all of that. I have 4 hours where I spend time creating content, writing scripts, making videos, editing, all of it. That way you can make sure that you can create content, long form and short form, consistently and regularly. Okay, time to go home. Where were we? Yeah, consistency. See, one of the first tips that every single starting streamer will hear is be consistent. And what they usually then get to hear is set a schedule and keep to it. And that is all people say about consistency, while I just completely disagree, because that's not even half of what consistency really means. In fact, I would say that that leaves out one of the most important bits of consistency. Let me show you why. This place is one of my favorite restaurants. The reason for that is very, very simple. It's not too big, it's casual, and really, it gives me English pub vibes. However, what if they sold pub grub one day, then Asian fusion the next, and Indian curries the third? Well, then I can't rely on the food that they are serving every single time. So I don't know if they have my favorite dish, and that means I'm gonna be finding a different restaurant that may not be just as good, but where I can order exactly what I want every single time. If you play Apex Legends one day, Animal Crossing the next, and then Resident Evil a third, how are your viewers going to feel about the consistency on your channel? Your viewers can then not rely on the fact that they can enjoy the sort of content that you are creating or the games that you play. So at that point, they will try and find someone else on Twitch that aligns better with the games that they enjoy or the content they want to see. So as you can see, just having a schedule is half the work. You also need to make sure that your content is consistent. Okay, there's more. But before I tell you this, I have to warn you. What I'm about to tell you may destroy your YouTube experience forever. And that is the concept of batching. It is something that I learned while making videos for YouTube and streaming on Twitch, and I've been using it every week ever since. And that is the concept of batching. Take, for example, this video. Yes, I'm currently recording this video, but the moment I come home, I'm gonna change shirt, I'm gonna change cap, and I'm gonna record 1 or 2 more videos. Why? Because it makes things so much easier. By batching everything that I do, I don't have to set up my lights, I don't have to turn on my recordings, I don't have to make sure everything works every single time. Instead, I record 3 to 4 videos at a time, write 3 to 4 videos at a time, and publish them over a longer term. I set it all up once and film all videos. And then I'm done recording for 2 to 3 weeks. You can do this with everything. You can generate 30 to 40 good ideas in a few hours. Write the videos, batched. Record them, batched. Edit them, batched. And then ready them for publishing, because you can schedule your videos on YouTube. Producing shorts works the exact same way. Okay, let's keep walking, else I'm never gonna get home. We're gonna find 5 to 10 games to play and put them all on our Steam wish list. That way we know when they go on sale, and even better, we don't have to do this research again. Yes, it might take a little bit longer now, but in the long run, you now have games for 2 months, maybe more, instead of 2 weeks. So when you plan your content creation time, make sure you also consider what you are going to do throughout that period of time, and just get as much of that done as possible. However, there's one more thing all streamers need, or else they're gonna get nowhere. But I'm gonna tell you about that when we get back to the studio, because it's currently 32 degrees and it's way too warm to be doing this outside. You need to have a way to know what you have to be working on, because so many creators work on the wrong thing at the wrong time. This is why we need a place where you can store everything that you need to do. Your to-do list. Thought I forgot that one, didn't you? And to learn how to set up a productivity system that works in less than 15 minutes, check out the video right here. And as always, stream better, stream smart.